I will use they instead of singular pronouns. Tonight they called me on the landline as I was rewatching my videos to look for any merit they might have, because I get no views. So I let the answering machine pick up, as usual. They did their same song and dance, begging me to text, please, please, pick up now, as if I was someone to be handled, which is their way of saying that they're in charge, to which I take umbrage. They called again, and as I was listening, I turned my cell phone on to text back. They made to let them know, yes, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good. I usually say I'm fine. They made quiet panicking sounds as usual, as they usually do, saying they were going to have to drive down if I didn't respond, and they will do it too. Talking to me as if I were a child. I know I'm going to bed. I don't have to look like an adult while I'm sleeping. But the thing is, I had already suspected during their first call that is how they connect their cell to mine, through the texts. But I'm kind of ignorant about the ins and outs of hacking. Stay with me. By the second call and message, I was ready to text to try, but by the second call and message, I was ready to text to try to shut down the game that we both knew was going on. I think it was still during the message that the thing with the second spyware I have installed, the first one they already have hacked, I think, came up duplicated. It's the second one, the new one that I have installed, a second message comes on that it is connecting, that there's another entity outside of my phone that is connecting. A second connect attempt notice appeared below the one I already had. My usual practice is to disconnect it. If it pops up again, I disconnect it again. Sometimes there's a skirmish back and forth until they give up, and it stays disconnected until I turn on my phone the next time. But this time, it must have happened 20 times before it ended with a connect and a simultaneous call on my cell. The landline call had ended sometime before this. I hung up the cell as it was ringing, but not before disconnecting the spyware for the final time. They then called my landline a final time and messaged that my cell phone is off, knowing full well that they had, and to text or something like that, and knowing full well that they had just called, heard the dial tone, and also knew that I had hung up. I texted, "You're insane." They, in turn, responded with a long-suffering, "Okay, thank you for letting me know that you're all right." This is the game that I've been conscripted into playing for nigh on a year now. In case you're wondering the reason, or one of them, that I don't talk to them directly via phone or any other via, for that matter, anymore, is because they are deliberately obtuse, talking in circles, and never taking accountability for themselves. Never. It's like talking to someone who is under the illusion that they are my doctor and only they can make the boo-boo go away, said in a creepy monotone that is meant to sound soberly concerned. So more often than not, I would lose my temper. And you can just hear the suppressed joy on the other end. They made me crack. Maybe they'll say something juicy to bolster their case, the basket kind. Because there's a reason behind all this nonsense, an end goal. It's not pretty, and I know there are those, maybe a lot, who will view me, if I could only get some views, as the one with the mental issues. I'm not talking to you. I think there's money involved. Otherwise, why be so dogged? Life insurance tantalizingly waiting, an inheritance coyly misappropriated, the power of attorney or guardianship already signed over, illegalities and fraud already employed, so they just have to make this look good, look real. They have to stay committed. All great actors are. I think they should be committed. And that's why I told them they're insane. Of course, they used the insane comment as fodder to feed their cockamamie scheme that is bound to fail, right? And I'm saying all of this because I'm not a chicken. No offense to chickens. Chickens are cute.